What's up, people?
I love you, man.
Man, so I was showing my daughter some old movies the other night, and we came across the old movie Beethoven. It's about the big dog, and the family adopts the big dog and falls in love with it. And it's just a real wholesome movie about a family and the big dog, you know? Well, she really liked that movie. She kept on asking me for a damn dog. So I told her, you know, they made a Beethoven 2, and she got really excited and wanted to watch it. So I popped in this movie called Cujo with Stephen King. It's about this big dog that gets bit by a bat and gets rabies and kills his family. She stopped asking me for a dog. I like to get high and watch a lot of movies. The other night I was watching Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street. I don't know if y'all remember that movie, it's an old movie, but there's a young Johnny Depp in that movie. He's the first one to die, he gets swallowed up by the bed and shit. Well, I finished that, and then I put in Edward Scissorhands with the young Johnny Depp, and I was so high I thought that shit was a sequel. I thought it was like Freddy Krueger's gay son that grew up to be a hairdresser. Smoke a lot of weed. The other night I was high as shit and I started thinking about how much school prepared me for life in ways that I didn't even think about. Teachers used to stop me for running in the halls, now I get pulled over for speeding. I used to get in trouble for never having a hallway pass, now I get in trouble for never having a driver's license. I used to have to take the school bus to school, now I'm taking Capital Metro to work. I used to have to fill out this big ass form to get some free lunch, now I have to fill out this big ass form to get food stamps. They set me up for that shit. That same night, I was on the internet doing an ancestry test. I was so high by the end of it, the only thing I remember is I'm like 75% water. Sometimes when I get really high, man, I get dyslexic. Like my numbers would get backwards. You know, I was playing a video game, Madden, with a friend, and the score was 32-23, and I didn't know if I won or lost. I smoke so much weed, I forget all my passwords. But I'm from Texas, born and raised here in Central Texas, and there's one thing I always remember. So I changed all my passwords to the Alamo. Remember the Alamo? My friend hates it when I tell stories when I'm high, because I always say that I was like something. I was telling him a story the other day. I was walking down the street, and this guy bumped into me, and I was like, hey man, fuck you, dude, you're a fucking asshole. You know, all this shit. My friend was like, damn, you really said that to him? I said, nah, but I was like that though. I like to go to work high too. Sometimes it gets me in trouble. I was in a manager meeting with my boss, and she was telling me I have to start being a mentor. She was like, Andrew, when I say mentor, what do you think the definition of a mentor is? I said, oh, that's a half bull, half human thing, right? A mentor. My girlfriend and I, we've been dating for a few years. The other night we were talking about giving each other a hall pass. And she asked me, she was like, Andrew, if I give you a hall pass, who would you give it, like, who would you use it on? I was like, man, if I ever meet Megan Fox, I would love to use a hall pass on Megan Fox. And then I had to ask my girlfriend, I'm like, okay, if I give you a hall pass, who are you going to use it on? She told me she wanted to use her hall pass on this guy named George that's a bartender at Pluckers we go to every Saturday.
I was like,
No. Don't work like that. My girlfriend is actually Asian. We've been dating for a few years. Whenever we first started hooking up, I had to open up her legs and they're really strong. I told her legs remind me of the chopsticks you get at restaurants that are attached to the top. You break apart. Alright guys, that's my time. Thank you everybody.